Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
KERRI Hummingbird. KERRI is a soul guide and host of Soul Nectar Show. So KERRI, being a soul guide, channels White Eagle, an ascended master who specializes in rainbow light activation of human DNA. She has served as a social activist, leader, and philanthropist for 3 decades. Ms. Hummingbird inspires people to lead their lives wide awake with an authenticity, passion, and purpose that positively impacts others. She is the international best-selling author of The Second Wave, Transcending the Human Drama, and the award-winning book, Awakening to Me, One Woman's Journey to Self-Love. Her forthcoming book is Love is Fierce, Healing the Mother Wound, a channeled and embodied teaching of White Buffalo Calf Woman. So without further ado, I am excited to hear KERRI Hummingbird speak to us about how children can connect with Mother Earth to feel safe no matter what. So KERRI, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Oh, I'm glad to be here. Thank you, Sean, for that beautiful introduction.
Yes, I'll turn the time over to you. I'll disappear and let you take the floor.
Okay, sounds great. So welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to be here as part of this summit. I'm excited about world peace. And the first thing I want to say about that is that there's something that we all share in common, and that is our connection to Mother Earth. Because in fact, we are all made of Mother Earth. We're made of her earth, her water, her fire, and her air. It's what we all share in common. We're all inextricably connected to Mother Earth. And we can feel her love as we open up to this awareness. And this is something that I hope every child on earth comes to understand, is how intrinsically connected we are to our own divine mother. And I'm a mother myself, a human mother, and I understand that I'm a mother in the image and likeness of the divine mother. And so I'm practicing being a mother, and there is a divine mother that is our Mother Earth represented physically, that is an expert at being a mother. And as a child myself, as a daughter, I often felt separate and alone. I often felt like I needed to have somebody tell me I was okay in order to feel okay in my body. I needed another human being to tell me that. Sometimes we don't have human beings around us to tell us that. Sometimes the human beings around us don't feel safe themselves. So how can we as young people, how can our young people learn to feel safe no matter what is going on? And to me, the answer is to tune into our own divine mother, the one that birthed us into this plane of existence. To tune into that connection that we all have. We all have this connection through our bodies, through our senses, through our feelings. We can never be separate from Mother Earth because we are Mother Earth. We are connected. Our bodies connect us. So there was something I learned when I was an adult child, about 48, maybe 46, where I learned something really important that I wish I had known early on in my life. And it's something that I teach my younger children now. I teach them that on the earth, we live in this space where we have tremendous, loving, compassionate forces on earth that are here to guide us on our journey. And the indigenous people know that they call them the directions: the south, the west, the north, and the east. And as a young person growing up in the Western culture, I thought those were just directions on a map. I didn't realize that those were conscious beings that were guiding us in our journey on life. I had no idea. I had no idea anybody was watching me or looking out for me. So I like to teach this by way of example and experience, because the shamanic path, the earth path, is all about experience. It's about feeling it, to experience it, knowing it through experiencing it. And so I just invite you to close your eyes and to experience this as I open sacred space. So I welcome the winds of the south to form a supportive container all around all of us here and all of us watching wherever we're watching from and whenever we watch it back, to be in a sacred, safe space together, to feel love tangibly in our bodies, to feel compassion, to feel within our being that sense of the sacred. And I welcome winds of the south to make it so for all of us here today, so we can be feeling our oneness as a part and a member of Earth Tribe. And I welcome this today. I welcome the winds of the west to guide us in discernment and wisdom, to help us to know what is aligned for our highest good and what could be left behind, what could be mulched. Because in fact, there's cycles on Earth. There's cycles of birth and growth and blossom and harvest and death, decay, which leads into the next birth cycle. And so the winds of the west teaches us what to let go of, so we can mulch and grow the next thing, grow what's ever coming, and not to hold on to even what we love the most dear, but to be okay to be in the flow. And so we welcome the winds of the west to help us to be in this discernment right now. What could we let go of? What could we embrace? How can we flow more easily with all the currents on Earth? I welcome the winds of the north, place of Siwakente hummingbird. That hummingbird that helps us step outside of time with great courage to go on an epic journey. We had no idea what step was next or where the next food with nectar would be. And yet these hummingbirds take an epic journey with full faith that there's a blossom, there's nectar along the way. And so we can live our lives the same without big plans and knowing the whole staircase, as Dr. Martin Luther King says. We can just know the next step. And so I welcome winds of the north in the place of my ancestors and all of our ancestors to join us. We welcome you, ancestors. Be with us. Help us to see, help us to know, help us to experience your wisdom. Your wisdom lives in our very bodies. All the wisdom of our ancestors lives in our ancestral DNA, in our very bodies. We can never be without our ancestors. They're with us all the time. Help us to know this, winds of the north. And help us also to know our own true soul's frequency, to tune into that station, to be present with that vibration that is authentically our essential self. In the middle of all of this other creation, there is a true frequency inside that's only you. And so we welcome this, winds of the north, this awareness. Thank you for helping us to know that we didn't lose ourselves along the way of life. We're always right inside, in the heart of us. It's always right there. It can't be lost. We welcome the winds of the east for a new dawn, a new day, a new potential in the field, new possibilities for new earth. We take the wisdom of our ancestors, looking backwards. We see humanity. We see our trials and tribulations. We see how far we have come. We see our mistakes and we see our glories. And we take this with us as gold as we step forward into a new vision, a new potential, a new possibility of humanity on earth, a consciousness ascended. And we know the winds of the east is always here guiding us towards that possibility in the quantum space. that we don't need to be afraid of the unknown, but that we can be intrepid explorers, excited to see what comes next, delighted knowing that we're always being fulfilled in our soul's curriculum. And so we welcome the East. Now we turn to the earth and we say, thank you, Divine Mother. Thank you, Mother, for giving us this space of learning and growth. Thank you for Earth School. Thank you for helping us to learn how to love all that is, all the humanity, no matter what package it comes in, is my brother, is my sister. All of the plants, all of the trees, all of the animals, all of the birds, all of the mountains, all of the elements, the earth, the water, the fire, the air. These are all my brothers and sisters. They all have something to teach me. And as I am conscious and alert, I can learn from all of life on earth. I'm connected to all of it. It's part of me. And I can learn that it's part of me, and I can honor and respect all that is. So I welcome you. I thank you, Mother Earth, for teaching me these lessons, for teaching all of humanity, so we can be in right relationship with our experience. The keeper of the garden, that's what we promised to be. We can be that now. We are developing the consciousness to lead the way. Thank you. And we thank the sun and the moon and the stars above, our star sisters and brothers, the galaxies, the star nations. We thank you for all the support you love and shower down on us, because you know it's a little dense on Earth and a little heavy at times, and we could use more love and light, and you always bring it. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for lifting us to remember ourselves. And thank you, Great Spirit, God, Source, Creator, Universe, Yahweh, Allah, all that is, the universe, the presence, the consciousness, whatever the word is that you use. It's all the same. We welcome this. We say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to sing and dance this incarnation and this human body on earth with all my brothers and sisters. Thank you for this life, this ability to be aware and experience. It's such a blessing. And I'm so grateful from the very depths of my heart. And now notice how you feel in your body now. Right now in your body, how do you feel? I feel safe. I feel expanded. I feel in love. I feel peace. I feel joy. And this is the feeling and vibration that's always available to us. Every single moment of our lives. All we have to do is choose to open the door to it. We have to consciously choose to open the door to this support, this love, this presence. And this is how we can teach our children to be safe and to feel safe no matter what is happening. So they can sit back and enjoy the ride. This is a magical mystery tour on Earth. This is delightful. And from a place of sacred space, we know that this is what we came here for. This is the joy. This is the peace. This is the experience. And so it is. And so this is the teaching I imagine could bring so much joy to people's hearts when we realize we're all one. We've all drank the same water. Did you know that? The water passes around the planet so much. I heard this one day and it blew my mind. We have all drank the same water. This cup of water that I'm drinking, every ancestor has drank it. Everybody here has drank this water. I'm drinking it now. Everybody's drank it. This is how connected we are. We can't possibly be disconnected. And when we really get that, when we really see the face of the divine in every person, in every plant, in every animal, in every insect, in everything, then we'll be doing the dance of earth and sky. And that's the ultimate gift. So that's my prayer for all of us. And thank you so much for allowing me to share this with you today. I know that it opens my heart, and I'm so grateful. And that's what I have for you, Sean. It's an experience.